Hello everyone. Alright, if you're like me and like to move the locations to your folders from the menu, for example, it may or may not look the same. This I have start back, and that's why I got the old menu. But if you have the new one, for example, let's say File Explorer right here. Okay, so if I wanted to, let's say, change the location of the pictures from the default, and Microsoft and their anal, stupid, freaking OneDrive, when you right click on the properties to change the location, right, you won't be able to. But I have made, like here you would change the target and then move, but then it says, wow, there's a file there that can't be moved. And that's because of OneDrive, and I fucking hate OneDrive. You know, I really fucking hate it when companies force you to use their shit. Like, whatever happened to, like, hey, you're gonna do whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? But no, we gotta fucking do all this bullshit. Anyways, I'm gonna show you how to change all that, and that's because of these wonderful people here. I did some research, and thanks to this wonderful person here, Ultimate Guide of Windows 10 Changing User Locations, and he walks you through how to do it, right? Why to change it, how does Windows change your user folders location, and then the best way I did was here through the registry. And I know some people, it's the registry, fuck. But you know what? It's a lot easier than you think. All right? You just follow the instructions here, and I'm going to show you too. Okay, then there's method number 2 is using Explorer, right? That was like right click on a folder, go to properties, and then locations and change it. But because Windows 10 has that fucking drive 1, you try to change it and it won't fucking change it. This is for older versions that don't have drive 1 integrated into it. Okay? Then you will be allowed to do it. But right here is where you do the magic. Okay, so let me minimize this here. Okay, and I'm gonna bring up regedit. Okay, and there we go. Here is where you go to do your magic. Okay, so computers, HKey current user / software / Microsoft / Windows / current version / Explorer / user folder shell. Now, I know what you're thinking. How the fuck do I find that? Very easy. When you open it up, you'll see these root folders. Then you click on this one here. Okay, current user, click. All right, the next one is software, click. Okay, it's just like going through the registry tree. Okay, next one is Microsoft, click. Okay, and then it opens up a tree. So the next one you want is Windows, click. Okay, and that opens up current user, click. All right, see how easy it is? It's fucking easy, guys. It's easy. Okay, Explorer, click. All right, and then user shell folder. Now it'll bring you here. Here are your folders. Now the only folders I recommend that you fuck with are the ones that you want to change. For instance, if you want to change the location of your music, you would right click on this and click modify. Now, I modified mine. It used to say fucking drive 1. Right here you would put the value where you want to go. So for me it's MP3 drive. External drive. If you have an internal drive and you've divided your partitioned, if you partitioned your drive, you can put it in a different location. And I do that. I highly recommend partitioning your hard drive, so that way you can put your pictures in one partition, your music in another partition if you wanted to, and your documents. That's what I do. I have separate partitions to put my stuff, so in case Windows goes to shit, you don't lose your valuables, you know what I mean? Like your pictures, your music, etc. They're on a different partition, so if you had to restore it, you don't lose your updated version of pictures and music and whatever you have. All right. So anyways, So what I did is I modified the music. I wanted to change the music. And then I wanted to change the location of my pictures and videos. Now, what you're going to see here is another string of values that have one drive. Now, I deleted them. So in order, you find what you want, okay, and then you delete them. If you see drive 1, just right click on it and delete the string. Don't be afraid. I deleted it. As you can see, it's not there. Then you will have yours back. These are regular uses here, right? So this is your user folders. So that in Windows you have your own personal folder, and you have your desktop and you know, desktop favorites, data application, roaming, downloads. You don't fuck with those. Just move the stuff that you want, like your music, your pictures, your videos. Okay. Now, if you're happy with where you're at, don't fuck with them. You know, if you like using drive 1, then hey, don't fuck with them. Okay. So, right, for instance here, I couldn't do pictures. It didn't go to my picture folder. If I clicked on that, it would go to drive 1. But now I got my pictures back, which is awesome, right? And if I want my music, so let's go to Explorer, for instance. So here, I wasn't able to change my folders, right? I changed this because now it gave me the ability to change it, which goes back to the second version of changing your folders. So for instance, on this directory tree, I can right click on it and go to properties. Okay, this was the second method to change folders, but because you had that fucking drive 1 that was forcing you to use drive 1, because it would say, you know, user blah 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 drive 1. So now I'm going to move that, because right now it says current user and then my folder, but I want to move it to my drive. You see here how I partitioned all my drives? So I go to my drives, music, and then I set the folder. Okay, now it's got it. MP3 drive. And then I click apply. And it's going to say, you am I going to move the old folders? No, I couldn't give a rat's ass. Unless, of course, if you have music on that folder, then yes, I recommend that you move it to your new location. But if you don't have anything in there, which I don't bother to move it. And then it says here, you really want to do this? Fuck yeah, I want to do this. Okay, so now I have my music, right? So I got my pictures, I got my music. The default is download, right? Documents. Okay, I want to change my documents because this is now Microsoft's fucking documents and I don't want them there. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to properties. Now remember, you can't do this until you fuck with the registry like I told you. So once you do that, then you're able to do this. And this is the easiest way to do it. Instead of going into the registry and, you know, scaring the shit out of yourself by going, I don't want to fuck with this shit. Okay? This is how you do it. So you go to location. See? This is the default one, which I don't want. Again, I am Microsoft. You will fucking do what I say. Now, again, I gotta stress, if you're happy with what you got, then hey, leave it the fuck alone. But if you're like anything like me, and I like to change, then I can say, you know what? No, change the location. So this is how I do it, and this is how you're gonna do it. Move, home drive, select folder. Okay, I know what you're thinking. What the fuck? You can't, drive is not a folder. You know what? It is a fucking folder. All right, whether you like it or not, it is a folder. Then I click OK. All right, and here's that fucking warning. The old location to the new location. We recommend you move all your files. And I don't have anything in that fucking thing. Now, if you do have files from your old location and you want to move it to your new location, then yes, you would click, yes, I want to move it. But if you have nothing like me, then I say no. And then it says here, do you want to proceed with all the bullshit? We recommend that you do this, yada yada. And do you still want to relocate? Of course I do. Redirect? Yes. Click yes. Okay, so now I have my documents. Right? Now I can go to my pictures from the directory tree, my videos. Right? My home drive. Okay, this is my home drive is like my thing. So there you have it, folks. It's not that fucking difficult. The only scary part is here, but it's not scary. Really, it isn't. So when you go into there, again, I want you to remember this, and you saw how easy it was to do it. When you open your directory tree, it's very easy. You go to computers, right? My computer, current user, software, Microsoft, Windows, current version, Explorer, user shell folder, and then you'll find your stuff here. Okay, as you can see, my folder, modify, and I change the location. Same thing with pictures, same thing with video, same thing with personal. Okay, programs I wouldn't, receipt, all the rest of this stuff you can leave alone. You can absolutely, unless you're advanced and you want to fuck with it. If you're advanced, then hey, you don't need me. But for those of us who do, this is the way to do it. And I want to thank those people that the ultimate guide. If it wasn't for these guys, man, and this guy here, thanks, pal. I really appreciate it. It was him that helped me out, because for the longest time I tried to figure out what the fuck to do. And here it is, folks. Here it is. And I cannot take credit for it. This man does right here. Amazing. Just simply amazing. Anyways, that's my tutorial for today. I hope it helps. I mean, it's easier with visuals and a little confidence from your buddy Frank. Yeah. Hey, you can do it, man. You can do it. Here, let me pat you on the back. Good job. Good job. You can do this, pal. I'm your little cheerleader. Alright, anyways, that's the end of my tutorial. Have a good day. Bye.